Hey everybody, how's it going? Um, this is part 3 of my online relationship series thing. I believe at the end of part 2 I was in a car hitchhiking, well, I just got in the car. I guess, hang on, actually before I get started, I'm gonna discuss some things that recently happened. If you haven't seen here, I wonder if I've lost any subscribers. No, yeah. Anyways, I just uploaded a video. It's basically, um, I don't know what to say about it. Evidently, people were mad, but anyways, it's me alching a few fire capes and dropping all my chaotics and stuff like that. The reason why I did this, honestly, I don't really know. I just got bored. It's not a big deal. I'm not saying I'm quitting or anything like that, or at all. I honestly don't really care. I mean, I don't care about like items on the game. You know, it really doesn't bother me if I have a 10 bill bank or a 100k bank. It's just a game. Play RuneScape because it's fun. Anyways, back to my story. I just got in the car, and I guess somebody was asking the other day, you know, what was the first thing the guy asked you? And I said, well, he said, as soon as I got in the car, he asked me where I was headed, and I told him I was headed to Sydney, but anywhere closer to that is fine. He's like, all right, mate. Well, I'm going to, I think he said, Cabargo, which is just north of Biga. I had basically walked the last 10 kilometers, and he was the first guy that stopped. And so I get in the car, and he tells me all about how he used to hitchhike pretty much everywhere. Like, I mean, he was like a professional hitchhiker or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. But I don't really know. He like taught me how to do it. You know, it's not really. I mean, there's nothing really complicated to it. You just like gotta stand in clever spots and everything, all that good stuff. And all that good jazz. Anyway, so he gives me a ride, and I get out, and then all of a sudden I keep hitchhiking the whole day. You know, and it's getting dark. And this lady, well, actually no, it was getting dark. It was probably about 8 o'clock, and Kia had called me on my phone, and we talked for a little bit, and everything. It was getting dark, and there was a random bus stop out in the middle of nowhere. So I sat down just for a break because I'd been walking like the last couple kilometers, and you know I had a backpack and another bag with me, so I was kind of tired. You know, I'd been walking all day basically, hitchhiking, walking. You know, it's pretty tiring, especially if you can't find a ride and all that good stuff. But this this lady had stopped just out in the middle of just stopped there, like pulled over to the other side of the road and stopped. Said, "Hey, do you need a ride?" And I said, "Yeah, I do. I'm just trying to get to Sydney." I was still about another 150 kilometers south of Sydney, I believe. And the lady was informed me that I was never going to get there, but she would take me. She knew a way that I would get there. I mean, she told me that I would never get there by hitchhiking. And but she took me to the train station, which was in Barrie, a town called Barrie, and the train was going to take me all the way into Sydney. But I told her, you know, I really don't have enough money for the train. You know, like I said in my previous part 2 or whatever. I only had at this time I probably had like $11 left because I had to eat food, you know, and all that good stuff. So I had like $11 left, and so the lady gave me $50. And I was asking her why, you know, why would you do this for me? And she told me that, or I told her basically the story that I've told you guys about how I moved around the world and my girlfriend's mom was a bitch and just been homeless and struggling and everything. And she said, well, I just want someone to do the same for my son if he was in your situation. And I was like, oh, can I hug you? And she's like, no. But anyways, I got on the train and I met this creepy dude. He, the only guy that was really on the train with me. It was still probably about a 3-hour ride into Sydney from the train. And, the guy, the first thing he asked me was if I wanted to buy a t-shirt for $2. I was like, what? But I said, okay, and I picked a t-shirt out that was like 20 sizes too big. and I just because it was a good deal, I might need it, So um, at the time, I'd only had workout clothes because I did actually have a bicycle when I was in Australia. I rode about 35 kilometers a day actually. When I lived out, when I was house sitting for Kia's neighbors. We lived out in the country outside of Bika, probably about 15 kilometers outside of Bika. So every day I would have to ride my bicycle to work when I was working, and I would ride about 35 kilometers a day up the side of freaking mountains, man. Just humongous, big hills. God, you wouldn't believe it, man. I'm gonna show you guys some pictures on my phone in this part. Probably at the end of the video, since it'll make more sense that way. And it's gonna be pretty intense. So you guys just be prepared. And I've also found a couple of real life video footage things that I've found, and then I'm going to upload them as well. And oh dang it, I didn't think about something. Oh, okay, 4 gigabytes. I don't know how much space it is. I might have to delete some stuff as we go. Anyways, I had some wait, I could put that one in there. Delete all this shit. Yes. I don't know how much space that gave me. Okay. Empty the recycle bin, yes. Okay, sorry for that. 8 gigs, okay, that's better. I'm just making sure. My data drive is messed up on my computer, so I can't really, the hell did you call me, honey? That's very interesting. Okay, anyway, sorry, back to RuneScape. Oh, shit, what was I saying? I had a bicycle, right? But I had to ditch it because, what was that? I'm sorry, I lost thought. Everything's blinking and annoying me. Yes. Anyways, I had a bicycle, but I had to ditch it because, like I said, I had no money. And so I left it in the woods somewhere, and I hid it. And it needed new tires because the tires were just completely shredded on it. And I didn't have enough money, so I just had to hide it. So anyways, my original plan was to ride my bicycle to Melbourne, which was in South Australia, and go look for a job and stuff there. So I only had workout clothes, like a regular white T-shirt and shorts. I didn't have nothing nice, so I figured a T-shirt would come in handy. So anyways, I bought the guy's T-shirt, and he as we were going down the train, later on, he asked me if he could have a drink of my water, and I said sure, because I had like 2 bottles of water, because I was so paranoid about running out of water and being stranded on the side of the road in Australia. So I had a lot of water. I was gonna make sure that I didn't run out. And I said yeah, and he took a drink of my water, and I just threw it, like left it in the seat, purposely, because I don't like to drink after random people. But anyways, as we're going along in the train, the guy had, oh, what was it? The guy, I don't know how the conversation started, but the guy, he started going on about these bumps that he had on his wrist, and how they were like itching him, and how he had a skin doctor appointment in the near future and everything. And he's like, I don't know what they are, but I know where I got them. And I was like, okay, well, where'd you get the bumps on the wrist or whatever? And he's like, well, one night, me and my friends were all messed up, and we were out in a car sharing needles. And then it was like, what? I mean, my heart just dropped right there. I was like, you gotta kid me. I was like, this dude's drinking after me, and the dude has fucking hepatitis or something. And I was just, oh my god, I was really tripping. I'm so glad I didn't drink after him, because I don't know what the hell, if I could have caught hepatitis C or AIDS or whatever the hell that guy had. That would have been horrible, and god, I would have killed myself. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that in there. Later we got to Sydney. We stopped at Wollongong to get some McDonald's, because the train stopped and we had to wait for another train. But we went to McDonald's, yeah, and we came back on the train, got in the train again, and went towards Sydney. And I ditched the guy as soon as he helped me find a place to stay. And he took me to a backpackers hostel there in Sydney, and I used up like 25 of my dollars, and that I had on a room for the night. Actually, it was closer to $30. And then I went to sleep and woke up the next morning and went out and looked all day for a job. And I did that all day. Came home, went to sleep, did it again. So I did that. I was in Sydney for a few days at that time, and my mom had sent me $100 because I had finally broke down and told her that I'm out of money and I don't know where I'm gonna sleep tonight. And I was in Sydney, and I mean, I never really told her anything because I didn't want her to worry like that. And because I mean, she was already worried enough about me being in another country, so I couldn't stress her out even more. So she ended up sending me $100, and that got me by for a few days. But after a few days in Sydney, my heart, like, I was having a real hard time with everything. It was hard to find a job when you don't have nice clothes, or when you couldn't afford a haircut, or when you couldn't, actually go, or where you didn't know anything, really. I mean, think about this, man. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a kid living on my own with, like, $20 in his pocket in another country, with no way to even get home, guys. No way to get back to your home, no family, no friends, nothing. Totally solo. And, I mean, all I had was Kia, and she was always on my mind, and I never could stop thinking about her. I was so in love with her, and uh, I just we I don't know, we talked, we texted a lot, and she was on vacation still in Byron Bay with her friend, and I don't know, I told her one evening, or the morning I woke up one morning, I had $30 left, or $35 left, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. I couldn't ask my mom for more money. I was too ashamed to do that. I mean, in my head, I mean, I am a kid. I thought I would. I mean, in a way, I'm a kid, but in another way, in my own head, I'm an adult. So I should be able to take care of myself, and I should be able to do all these things by myself, and I didn't need anybody. Um, but so I took the city train as far north as I could to not Northcastle, Newcastle, which is about 100 k's north of Sydney. And that's where I thought the train stopped, but I later found out that you can go take a train all the way up to Byron Bay. See, my plan was to go to Byron Bay and surprise Kia, and just whatever. Why did I want to do that? I don't know. Actually, I do know. It was because I don't know, something didn't feel right. My heart was telling me just to go to Kia. I spent all this time. Sorry, that's my phone. I spent all this time working towards getting to her, and hang on. Hang on, I have to text this guy back real quick. Anyways, I'm sorry. I later. um. Anyways, I got to the train station. How long is this? 13 minutes. Shit. Oh, I still got 10 minutes. I still got to the train station, and I got off the train, and I found out that the lady there, I asked her about a train ticket, and she said, yeah, you can get a train ticket all the way up to Byron Bay. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And I went to look up how much it was, and it was $95. Well, I had $35, so I was like, well, fuck that. So I go up there, and I asked the lady, I was like, hey, excuse me, where is the Pacific Highway, or the Princess Highway, whichever it is? And she was like, are you seriously going to hitchhike all the way there? And I was like, yeah. And she was asking me why. I was like, I don't know, I want to go see my girlfriend. And I don't know if she thought that was stupid or cute or what. But I went into Newcastle. She pointed me into town, and I met this very strange guy who was on a bicycle on the curb, or like on the corner or whatever. And then I meet him, and I was like, hey, dude, you know where the Pacific Highway is? He's like, oh, are you gonna hitchhike or something? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, I don't really feel comfortable with the idea of you hitchhiking. So, but hang on, I got something that can help you out, but I'll be right back. The dude hops on his bicycle, hauls ass across the road in traffic, darts across like freaking like 4 lanes of just massive amounts of cars, and throws his bicycle down by some trash cans, gets in a green car. The car drives off really fast and goes around the block, and I was like, what the hell did that just, I mean, what is this guy doing? And he didn't, he, oh man, sorry. like I said, he just left abruptly, and he didn't say anything, and just said, hang on, I'll be right back. So, he ended up actually coming back. I figured he wasn't coming back, but he did. So, he came all the way back, and he was sipping on, like, a big old 3-liter thingy of orange juice, and he was all like, hey, buddy, you want some of this? I'm like, no. You probably drugged it or something, or you... Because I thought he was gay. He had kind of a girly voice, so I thought he was gay. And as we were walking, he was like, yeah, it's at my house, but you gotta come with me. And, okay, I know that sounds really sketchy, but it wasn't really like that. It's like, hey, come on, walk with me. Kind of type thing. I don't know, it sounds weird. Anyway, so I ended up following to his house. And on the way there, we walked like freaking 3 or 4 kilometers. On the way there, this guy he was asking me, hey, man, you have an accent. Where are you from? I was like, well, I'm from Texas, dude. He's like, oh, do you guys still shoot people in the streets out there? And I was like, no, we stopped that a couple years ago. Just messing with him. And then I don't know if he caught on to my humor or not, or if he was messing with me. To this day, I still don't know. But he starts asking me stuff like, do you believe in capital punishment? The first thing he asked me was, do I believe in the death penalty? Because we still have the death penalty legal in Texas. And I was like, I don't know, it depends, like, if they're terrorists or something, He's like, well, do you believe in capital punishment? Like, if somebody kills somebody, they should be killed? And I was like, I was getting kind of scared then, because I am thinking, okay, we got a gay guy, and we got a dude asking me if I believe in capital murder. I'm getting raped, and I'm going to get murdered today. Fuck my life. Anyway, so we keep on walking to his house, and we get there finally. And as we go on, I start to realize he's kind of a nice guy and everything. And we get to his house. He lived upstairs. He's like, oh, come on upstairs. I was like, I'll just wait down here. He's like, oh, no, it's hot, man. Come on and get a drink, whatever. I was like, okay, well, whatever. So I set my bags down by the bottom of the stairs, and I went upstairs. And he's like, oh, come inside. And I was like, no, I don't want to. But I did, and I had my hand on the doorknob, ready to run out the door and go down the stairs and haul ass. If he came up with a knife or a gun or wanted me to take off my pants or something. But he went into his room, came out with his little bitty card, and he handed it to me. And I was reading it, and it says government pension card. And what it does, a government pension card, it's like a disability type thingy. Disabled people get it. I found out the guy was actually bipolar. That's why he got it, and that's why he seemed kind of goofy. But he gave me that card, and he said, please, all I ask of you is don't use my name for any bad. Don't get me in trouble, please. And my heart was just like, I was exploding with, like, excitement. I was like, because I don't know, the whole day I was hitchhiking, or I was determined to get to Kia. I was like, I gotta get there, I once told her that I would walk around the world for her if I could, and now, here's my chance. And here's my chance to show her that I care, it was a lot of emotional things going on in my head. So, I did that, and I made it back to the train station. I got on a train, I went up there, and the lady that had previously talked to me about the highway and stuff, she had told me, or I came back and I gave her the card, and she's like, where did you get this? And I was like, I don't know, some guy gave it to me. He's like, boy, you crazy. And she was Aboriginal, she was like, boy, you crazy. And she buys my train ticket. She's like, if anybody asks you, I didn't sign this for you or anything. I was like, okay, fair enough. So anyways, I get on the train, and I could text Kia periodically because you get really bad service on a train. But she was really stressed out that day, and she was crying, and she was really worried about everything and worried about me. And, like, remember, guys, I still only have $30 to my name at this point still. And here I am on a train heading another 700 kilometers north to see my girlfriend. And I'm on the train, right? And Kia's really stressed out and crying and upset. And I just told her, she asked me what I was going to do. And I told her, Kia, don't worry about it, because I'm just going to follow my heart, because that's what got us here. It's just following our heart and believing in ourselves. Oh my god. Anyways, I have to go right now, so I'm going to cut this part short, and I'm going to go ahead and start the upload. And, I'm sorry, I really apologize. I'm going to leave the story off at, the fact that I just got on the train and I was about to leave, and I was texting Kia, okay? And I'm headed towards Byron Bay, and I have to go with my landlord now to go pick his neighbor wants to go pick up his brother's drunk brother's truck, and I have to leave like at this moment. So I'm really sorry, but I promise I will upload the rest of the story, however many parts it takes. The rest of the story will be uploaded tonight, and I just want to thank you guys again and everything. And I will finish the story tonight, I promise. Thanks.